Hey everybody, welcome to the Nice and
Hello.
Shot. How you guys doing today?
Howdy. Good evening.
I hear there we go.
Echo.
Echo, yes, a little bit of echo there. So Joel's in the chat as well. Joel's taking his rightful spot back at top.
That's right.
That's the first one
Hello,
in.
Joel.
I think he beat me in here today.
Yeah, it's from 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I think I logged into the StreamYard app like 6:05 or something like that. So
Nice. I think Joel probably got the hey, this starts in half an hour thing. It's like that's my call.
time to get in there. He's wearing a Nikolai Parfums.
Low mix day.
I'm trying to remember.
I haven't smelled it. I know that. Let's not forget Brian was in here only 4 minutes later.
I was going to pull up, of course, the Joel's.
Yeah, let's see.
Today. There it is. Screen. There we go. Here it is. Very green, aromatic, and citrus. Doesn't look familiar. I don't think I've ever smelled it. Even at Osme, where he had a lot of. Oh, it's your favorite note.
Yeah. You said it.
I think Joel likes mint and perfumes, doesn't he?
I also like mint. I don't like cassis.
Yes, this is one he does that Austin does like, and then one he does not like.
Yeah.
How well, and it is a pretty large note too. So obviously it is very
Pretty strong in the fragrance.
pretty strong in its.
Do you also have a problem with rhubarb normally?
Nope.
He loves rhubarb. Tell me.
Interesting.
Ensalade. Love that.
Have y'all ever eaten rhubarb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom used to make rhubarb pies with rhubarb that my grandpa would grow in his little field.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Super good.
I
Underrated.
just know that
Mint
they're
too,
both
it's
kind
just
of known
rhubarb.
for being fairly sour kind of notes.
Yeah.
Was it just rhubarb, or was it rhubarb and like strawberry or something like that?
I think they would do a mix, but we had just rhubarb as well. I mean, it's pretty good.
And after Joel came Brian.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Brian wearing Bobo, which is funny because I used to have a very close friend whose brother, his brother's nickname was Bobo.
You guys ever seen the movie Cop and a Half? It's a funny, stupid movie, but there's a villain. His nickname is Bobo. It was shot in Tampa.
Oh.
Here it is.
I think
So
Bobo's
Citrus
also the
White
name of
Floral.
a famous clown.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see here. We got, it's got some black currant, but it's kind
That
of
sounds pretty.
African orange flower. It's the most predominant note. So it is pretty white floral.
Mm-hmm.
And then his scent of the night is clutch.
This movie got a 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's an instant classic then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. I actually like that movie a lot.
I mean, there's a bunch of movies on Rotten Tomatoes like that, like the movie Nothing But Trouble. I find that movie to be hilarious as a Dan Aykroyd directed and starring movie. And then you realize Dan Aykroyd definitely needs people like Bill Murray around him, and other people to kind of balance out all the weird crap.
or
But-
Belushi.
I like the movie a lot, but I think on Rotten Tomatoes that movie has like a real bad rating too. Like it might be in single digits, kind of.
A lot of
freshness.
cult classics are like that,
Yeah.
though. You know,
They're
they have a very
polarizing.
loyal fan
Yeah.
base.
Yeah. It was Brian's Scent of the Night. Little smoky woody.
Fumology.
Brian, I tried Monarch the other day from Virtus. It's a really nice one. It reminds me a lot of actually Mon Tobacco from Ormond Jane. That kind of juniper aspect to it. It's a great that when I think of like signature scent of a grown man, that's what I think of. So that's a really nice one.
What's up, Solo?
Hello.
New specs.
They're not new, but I don't wear them all that often. I get weirded out seeing myself with them. Actually, I'm not used to them. I think that they make me look like the old man from Up. They're a little bold.
They do not.
Yeah, I don't know. The other one's in my car. I literally changed them in the driveway. I was like, I haven't worn these in a while.
Oh, that was Brian's nickname too
Yeah.
when you were a kid.
Bobo.
It's pretty funny.
That's cute.
All right, Brian knows Cop and a Half.
Maybe I know Cop and a Half if I've seen the picture of it.
It's a Burt Reynolds movie.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I thought it was he's an undercover cop and this little kid named Devin and living with his grandma. He stumbles onto some bad people riding his bike.
Oh, yes,
You
I
know
do.
what it is?
I do.
I didn't watch Cop and a Half because I watched Big Mama's House, which is just literally the same kind of setup, but it's Martin Lawrence cross-dressing as a woman as an undercover cop to bust a drug ring.
Different plot twist there, but
There's a similarity, I think. You know,
I see.
dude. I was a big Martin Lawrence fan in the '90s and early 2000s.
We
Blue
did have
Street
the
and Big
VHS
Mama's
though.
House, dude, were like two VHS that I wore out.
3 to 4 corners. I haven't tried any of those.
I know he's got a few. Yeah, I've seen him post a few in his Scent of the Days.
I think the only time I saw Joel's collection was in that one stream with you.
Oh, yeah. When he just got those new shelves.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, Corner Barcelona. Well, I like that they're Spanish, and so for that reason, I would look into them more. But I've only tried one so far.
Which one have you tried?
It's right there.
Oh, it's right there, yeah. El
I don't
Born.
wear it very often.
Mhm.
I've tried.
This is one that I bought actually for kind of like myself was the idea,
Yeah.
but it's a little muted on my skin. It didn't really I didn't get like a good sillage, or I went super nose blind to it pretty quick. This reminds me of kind of like a really delightful, spicy vanilla, chai-like fragrance. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I like it. For a more lightweight kind of wear, like in the morning.
And it's funny because it's lightweight wear in the morning. Nothing about the
Nothing about
The
the
notes-
Amber
fragrance
vanilla
makes you
powder.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's kind of it would be like a cashmere throw blanket to me is kind of how it comes
Okay.
off.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Kind of it's warming and
it's cozy.
but not overbearing.
That's how I feel about that bread and rose from Pear Fat.
Yeah.
I need to remember to wear this one. They had another one that's like tennis themed or something. It looked really cute. Like it was the same color as like a bright tennis ball.
They have a few, like they
Interesting.
have a teal blue kind of aqua bottle that's really pretty. I do like their bottle design.
Yeah.
Joel, guilty as charged. Brian, I would say the VHS that wore out of our house was Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, actually.
Oh, we used to watch that one too. Me and my dad and my brother.
You guys weren't watching
And Dick
Martin
Van Dyke
Lawrence
is
in the
still
seminal
alive.
film Big Mama's House?
I think Dick Van Dyke is like 100 now.
Yeah, he's still going.
Good for him.
Butterfanarium. Megalium is one.
He
that
is
I also
100.
thought was-
Literally
Wow.
100.
100.
Look at that. See?
That's crazy.
I like this lovely floral background, by the way. It's very immersive to the
Thank you.
theme.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to do that since I have the paid version. I might as well just
How
live
much
it up,
is
you know?
this tier?
It's the basic tier with the first paid tier,
Yeah.
basically. And it gave me the ability to import in images to the background.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
And get rid of the StreamYard logo, and you don't
Yeah.
have to paste the StreamYard link to sign up.
yeah,
Join
and you guys,
StreamYard.
I think you guys could all stream it if you wanted to from
Like
your
co-streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can stream it directly from your channel as well, if you wanted to. Like just take the link and stream it, so and do live yourself from there. So it's something if you guys are interested in doing that, you can go right ahead and do. So
I don't know that we would notice a difference at this level, to be honest, but the thought is there.
I don't know if like it would filter in all of the chats from.
I don't think that it does.
StreamYard, or it
That's
just
one of
filters
my
it.
main concerns with it.
Because I feel like
know?
it wouldn't flow right. So maybe it does, but I don't know.
You know what? Actually, I have seen this happen in real life once. Well, in real life on YouTube. There was a chat. I mean, there was a live stream with 4 ladies who were all within the fragrance community. And one of them had the paid version of StreamYard, I remember.
Mhm.
And she was kind of like the organizer of the event. But one of the issues that I noticed was that there were 4 separate chats. So people who all knew each other were trying to talk to each other, and they were going back and forth in between the chats, and they had issues with like, oh, I want to make sure I'm showing enthusiasm to the people who I admire. It was kind of a mess. Like, no offense to them. I know they were doing their best and it was their first time, but
Yeah.
Most co-stream stuff's even on Twitch. I don't think when you co-stream on Twitch, which has it integrated into their site, they don't even unify the chats. Because I don't think it's actually... I think it's something on the back end for most of those sites that they can't do that. But
we need
having
John
a
C to break it
cohesive
down.
chat, I think, is important with the kind of conversations we have.
Yeah, I mean, I could say there's like 2 things that could happen. Either it's all funneled together and like everyone's trying to answer a question because they think it's addressed to them, or there's like kind of splotchy conversation where, hey, I want to answer this, but the other co-host is answering this other thing and they're ready to pin another message. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see how that could be like distracting in a way.
Learn as we go.
I will have to just try it, and if it fails, then it's okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's go into our scent of the days. I guess I'll start off one for once. Mine was, this little guy right here, the old Ganymede.
It's a big dent. Was there like 20 mil from that gone?
Yeah, maybe about
a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit more.
Because 20 mil went to me.
Sent down to this guy here.
Yeah.
And he's already used up 20 mil of it.
It's all gone.
That's crazy because I only spray 2, maybe 3 times with this fragrance every time I've worn it.
I mean, if I was spraying from that atomizer, I would likely do the same. But I mean, like these are good quality, but it's not putting out the same volume, obviously.
Yeah. But it's still, you still go through quite a bit He went through 20 mLs of it.
I just like the stuff. I used to wear it to pickleball.
Man, I can just imagine how like you must have been like a 40-foot radius of Ganymede.
This just ran on that. That's one that survives the heat, though.
It does.
To be fair, so does Bois Imperial.
Well, I mean,
I went in the ocean with that on, and I came out like hours later. It dried, and I smelled it like pronounced, and I was like, "Whoa!"
here's the note breakdown if anybody doesn't know. Good old Ganymede, and it lasts forever. Like I sprayed it on this morning at 4:50, and I'm still catching whiffs of it now
That's crazy.
as I turn my head. So
It's a good one, that's for sure.
yeah, it's very well. This one is very well balanced, I think. As the extrait version is just let's just take.
You're saying it was like the worst one, right?
Yeah, it's like let's just take Immortelle and make it as big as this mineral notes. Just put it straight to the top, and all I smelled was Immortelle when I smelled it. I was like, oh my god, this is just.
I don't think I haven't smelled it.
Like you should smell it just out of.
I do like Immortelle though. Like, what was the one Aromas de Salazar one that had a lot of Immortelle? Was it like Valentine or Tabac du Jour or something like that?
The one that said smelled like a haunted house.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think it was Valentine.
Valentine was the one that I liked, and we were saying it was like the most designer-esque or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
I think it was Tabac du Jour had it.
It might have been Tobacco.
Yeah, because that thing lasted for showers, not hours. I remember that.
2 days later, you're still showering, and it's like,
Damn, does he still sell that? I kind of want that.
I think he stopped that one.
Really?
Yeah,
We riot.
we ride. We start riding now. But for this fragrance, for me, I usually just get like the suede, and which is one of the predominant notes. But for me, it's like this combination of this metallic suede, which is pretty much, if you think about it, it really is just this saffron.
Yeah.
Because you get this saffron note can give you suede and kind of the metallic thing. So I really kind of wonder like how much.
Do you guys get the mandarin in this?
I don't.
I don't either. I feel like I get more violet. I feel like for me, it's like mineral notes, Akigala wood, and violet. Weirdly enough.
I would definitely put violet up a little bit higher, probably like right here.
I wish I liked this one more because it's just so popular, it's so well regarded. But there's something about that combination of the Akigala wood and I think the mineral notes, something that off puts me. And like it gives me this like stinging feeling in my nose I just don't like.
Yeah.
But I wish I liked it since Sean does.
What I found with this one too was if I sprayed on literally more than 3 sprays, I got sick of it. Like I did not want to smell it anymore.
Yeah.
This is too much. I just can't get away from it at that point.
I did that with R&B that one time. That was bad.
Yeah, well, it was also mixed with something else too, wasn't it?
Amber Extreme.
I think you not liking it also, it has to be like the mineralic notes because there's so many adjacent Ganymede fragrances that you do like.
Yeah, I haven't
Like
minded some of them.
Bois Imperial, Amberful, the one from Wilhelm Parfumery, the Lord one. I forgot what that one's called.
Great Lord.
Dark Lord.
Great Lord. Yeah.
Great Lord.
Great Lord? Okay, there
Dark
it is.
Lord's the
Portia
killing
Street.
Killian.
Yeah, the Great Lord's the Wilhelm Perfumery one that smells like Ganymede.
Yeah.
And she liked the smell of that one.
She might like this one too. The
Supernova, the one with the green pepper note, though?
That's the only reason I'm not interested in trying that one, to be honest with you that much.
I never got the green pepper in it though. Like when I smelled
It's in this box, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think if I were to pick one like to get at this point, it probably would be Amberful, because
Yeah.
I had an entire sample of Amberful and I think I killed it in 2 days. That one, the opening's really
Amberful
nice.
is really good.
We have to
Yeah,
find a
it is.
place that has gritty to try because I don't know if any places locally to us have them.
Yeah. The only place I've seen actually,
I haven't seen them in retail ever.
I saw a place up in Montreal have it, and that was really
Oh.
it. I've never seen it anywhere else besides that one niche store in Montreal, which is kind of like more of the well-known names, less of the smaller indie names that Estelle has.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good one. And let's do Amberful as well. I did really like this when I smelled it too.
Mhm. I really enjoyed the opening, like the yuzu in the opening it's very pretty. Like
Yeah.
the opening was really great, and then the dry down is kind of that blah. But I even felt it was like it reminded me of blah more than Ganymede, but a little bit more kind of rounded, because Bois Imperial is a little bit kind of cutting. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's cutting,
Yeah.
comparatively to Ganymede, where I think is more rounded and kind of has that
It is.
sweeter aspect. Bois is a little bit more like a slice.
Yeah.
When I first smelled Bois Imperial, and I hadn't smelled Ganymede or anything like it, I was so confused. Rana really liked it. She's like, "You should wear this to our wedding," and then
Oh wow.
I didn't get it at first. It smelled like you painted the inside of your home, and like the paint is still drying and outgassing. It smelled like that.
Huh.
It smelled like white paint on a wall that was drying and like was perfuming the air. It was really weird.
The
But
first
then I
time
grew to like it.
smelled it. The first time I smelled it, I got like that vibe where when I was like, it felt like a computer's estimation of what wood smelled like, where there was this sterile cleanliness to it that also like it's a coldness.
Yeah.
It's cold wood is kind of like the way that I felt about it, where it felt like it's an approximation, of that kind of woodiness aspect, where if you were to ask a computer to be like, hey, create me, your concept of what wood is, without something that understands like the natural kind of warmth and earthiness that you find and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put it. What is Anka?
Oh, thank you.
There it is.
Peach BR
Peach
545.
40.
I need a good
Brian, did you see the new discount for the parfums? Are you willing to roll your dice for that?
Roll your dice for that. I talked to Ren and I showed him that discount code, and he went and canceled his four fragrances
repurchased
that
it
were,
with the other one.
yeah, because he went. they've been
That's actually a big
supposedly
brain move.
ordered like 4 months ago, and he still hasn't gotten them, so he canceled them, then reordered them with them.
That's a smart move. That's really funny. I'm surprised. There's probably a lot of people that are doing that. I didn't think about that, but that's actually really smart.
I did that before with Skims when like I knew that the sale was coming. I got stuff before it was out
Their
of stock.
price increase. They did the old Amazon Prime Day special.
Yeah.
Ah.
Or Christmas,
Mark up to mark
or,
back down.
Black Friday
Mhm.
special, right? Like,
Yep.
hey, this is 500% lower,
Yeah.
but we've increased the price.
It's always
4
at like a
times.
40% discount or something.
I
Huh.
will say it's funny if the parfums one really takes
Well.
that long. I placed an order from 50 ml, which they're an Italian company,
Mhm.
because they had like a really good deal for Wave Child, and also another fragrance that I've been interested in called Alien Fruits. If you want to look that one up, it sounds pretty cool. They're alien fruits. I forgot the brand's name escapes me, but they're a Swiss brand, and I think it's actually perfumer owned for the brand, if I'm not mistaken. But it's
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that one.
There's one that I think you would really like, Sean, that I smelled at the store in St. Pete that I went to, but they haven't released it yet. It's through like a clothing brand. We'll have to talk about that one because it's cheap and it's fitting the vibe, I think.
Okay.
I may have mentioned it to you, but
yeah, I my vibe right now, those two were purposely bought for the summer vibe. So Wave Child was that one that I said that I was gonna have for
barbecues
summer,
and
so I had to
cookouts.
make sure that happened.
I have a question for the chat. Everyone in the chat. Since we're feeling these sort of summer vibes now, hopefully, depending upon where you are, unless you're in the southern hemisphere, what are your plans for the summer? Do you have any trips planned? Any fun events?
We have a whole bucket list now.
Yay! For Florida stuff?
Yeah, we're gonna make a summer bucket list board, and it is attached to our front door right now. We've already knocked out a few things.
Aw, that's awesome.
We're going on a 4th of July trip and doing some stuff. But we went to a new restaurant, like cuisine from the Philippines. That was really interesting. Very good. I wish we had like unlimited food there. It was so fucking good.
Did you have sisig? Lumpia?
Lumpia.
What do we have?
Lumpia.
You have to.
I dropped it.
Come on.
Oh, how cute! I've started compiling a list for this summer too because Sean will be home from school for the summer. Oh, great question, Neil. Thank you.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah.
What
that's
are your
adorable.
summer plans? Wow, you forgot the question mark.
That's okay.
Barbecue. Open your pool. Okay, Brian. Excuse me.
Barbecue. Hell yeah.
That's one thing I really, really am looking forward to when we eventually get out of apartments is being able to have my own grill again. Because I had a grill the last apartment, but it was not as nice and not as strict. But I just miss grilling meat on the grill. I don't know. Charcoal grill, I think, is hard to beat for me.
It is.
I love the flavor of charcoal.
If you got the time, for sure.
Oh, I had like the charcoal chimney thing to get the coals going.
It speeds it up for sure, but it still takes longer than just 2 seconds gas.
Turn on the propane.
Yeah. You're cooking within 5 minutes with the propane. You got to wait about 15.
It's a labor of love. I don't know.
It does change the flavor of it. I do not disagree with that.
Ooh, some steaks, obviously, but like chicken thighs. Oh my god!
See, we got
trip to the USA.
Why not, Joel? Come down here.
I do live in a very prominent vacation spot.
Yeah,
not too touristy, but it's pretty here.
Lots of people.
I mean, Clearwater Beach is really touristy, but besides that,
lots of people from Quebec and stuff come down to your area.
Also, Brian, I think I told you, but I think Tulsa is one of the hubs that has flights from Tampa, so maybe we can make that happen at some point. That would be fun. Hardwood oak.
For me, I might be going up to Canada to do a little week vacation, depending if my sister and my sister's dog can stop hurting themselves.
What?
Well,
there's a story there, I'm sure.
They're not hurting each other, but they're hurting themselves. My sister's dog, who's basically my nephew, he like hurt his paw 2.5 weeks ago, I guess it was, maybe 3 weeks ago, and he was wearing the cone of shame.
Oh,
And my sister's cats were enjoying their life, being able to go around the house without having to be chased by him. And then he got better. They took the cone off, and then he proceeded to break one of his teeth in the back of his mouth, chewing on a bone. I said to her, what kind of bones you giving him? Iron rods or something? I was just like, but his face was all swollen, and then I had to send him some money to take care of
poor thing.
My nephew. And then she today was like going out the door or something, and there was a wasp or a bee, and she freaked out, and she dislocated her knee apparently.
Oh my
down the stairs, trying to avoid it, and I'm like,
Jesus.
Like I told her fiance, you better not get hurt, because who's gonna take care of things around there? You got a bunch of hurt people and hurt animals there. You know?
Hopefully they'll all recover quickly.
Yeah. What are you finding?
Here's a good one for summer.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Nasumato. Sure.
I did find this in here. This is awful. This is awful. This is like a new Clive Christian that they sent me a sample of. The worst thing I've smelled all year.
Oh, do we need to make that?
It's terrible.
We need to have that episode. What's the worst thing we smell?
We could.
Combine that with the best thing we've smelled all year.
Worst fragrances of 2026.
Yes, exactly.
That would get a lot of views, I'm sure.
That's true. Negativity does draw a lot of attention.
Yeah,
but is it the kind of attention we want? That's the question.
We'll have to do like a split.
We might get that one guy in here again.
The thumbnail and have like a split versus, kind of like a fighting game thing.
I kind of want to wear this.
What was that?
Austin, what was your son of the day?
Oh yeah, son of the day. Remember that?
I know he said mine, you know.
Mine was. Well, Neil stole mine, so I stole his, but not really. I wore Mint Rose, and I layered it with. I was just kind of not knowing what to wear today. I wore one spray of this on my neck with like 4 sprays of this, which I'd never smelled before, but it's kind of, I don't know, minimalistic. Angel dust. I don't know. It's like second skin, like another 13-esque, but pretty intimate. And it was fine. I mean, I definitely smell the mint rose still. They worked really well together. This was kind of soapy vibes, and then, as I said before, I get soapiness from mint rose. I forget if we looked at the notes or not, if there's lavender or something to attribute that to, but I really liked it. I mean, it's different than what I typically wear. I think that one smells a lot more natural than a lot of the fragrances that we talk about, or at least that I talk about, in the sense that it's, you know, we've seen his Instagram videos, right, of him compounding all of this stuff and doing distillations or whatever you want to call it. So it makes sense. That's kind of what I get when I smell that. It's like a hyper realistic thing because it is real. It doesn't smell super synthetic at all. It kind of gives me scent associations with fancy bar soap, but in a good way. I don't mean that in a negative way at all. In fact, if it smelled exactly like those, I don't think that I would want to wear it as a perfume, because I think that those can kind of get overbearing. But yeah, I mean, maybe it's the rose itself. It's slightly powdery in a way, but not. It's not tonka powder. It's not iris powder. It's just clean soapy. I like it. But I wore that today, and then I sprayed one of the florals that I'm going to be talking about, but that's that. What about y'all? What'd you guys wear?
I went with something floral since that's the theme of the day. One of my favorite florals in my collection, Rose 01 by Swiss Arabian.
That's a big dent.
Yeah, I've made a couple decants of it. One for my grandmother, one for someone else, but it is a pretty good dent. I got it this past winter, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the one that people compared to this line?
It's similar to Delina, the original Delina. Not as it's not as sweet. It's definitely more tart.
Mm-hmm.
And the rose is totally different too. It's it smells like a different type of rose. But I think it's wonderful. I'm gonna use this up, and I might get Delina someday. I might not. I might just be satisfied with this. But
You have
very
Delina
similar
exclusive,
note breakdown.
right?
Yeah, I love the exclusive. Is my favorite version. Yeah. But I like this too for Wednesdays. I usually have meetings at work, and I tend to want a perfume that will make me feel grounded and confident. This is one of those kind of go-to ones for me.
That's a good one. I'd be interested to try it. I know that I want to try the tobacco one as well. I think Brian actually got that one.
You know how I feel about Swiss Arabian.
I wore Porpora from Tiziana Terenzi. I set myself a limit because with this particular topic of top 3 florals, I didn't want to just pick 3 rose fragrances.
Yeah.
Because that's my
easy.
favorite floral.
So you have rose to rose.
So I switched it up a little bit, and I also it's one of those things too where I didn't want to just talk about signature rosé again on this stream for the 100th time.
Vulcan's
so this isn't
Revenge.
this one isn't from my list of my 3 florals, but I had picked it up and I was smelling it and I said, why not?
There you go.
I haven't smelled Portrait of a Lady yet. I know I need to. That might be something that I just need to get
honestly,
done this summer.
It's really good, but I think I prefer rosé. Maybe that seems crazy to people that haven't smelled rosé, but I think that it's in the same vein.
The only reason I want to smell it is that people say that this fragrance is similar to Portrait of a Lady, but sweeter, I think, is what most people say. So
I mean, that one has the raspberry, right?
Yes, raspberry, rose, patchouli.
I don't get that in Portrait of a Lady.
Yeah.
Rose, jasmine, and magnolia. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So that's that ended up being what it was, is where I was like, okay, well, I can't just pick 3 rose fragrances. So I was looking at a few different ones, and I was like, I kind of landed on that one. It was between that and Adonis Awakens, and I was like,
Ooh, honeysuckle. I like that too.
So with pork for today.
I always found honeysuckle to be a little bit too feminine for my taste, as far as it just came off as kind of shower jelly.
1 second, I'll be right back.
All right.
Carnation is good. Yeah, what Joel was saying, Carnation, I think, is also kind of underrated as a fragrance right nowadays.
Carnation, yeah, it seems like that was more in 70s and 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of like the idea of giving that kind of spicy vibe that Carnation seems to have. It is a very distinct kind of smell.
I think for me, geranium is
like a geranium.
my more favorite fragrances, floral notes.
That explains you like that rose mint fragrance. I probably would really enjoy rose mint too, just because geranium and rose are 2 of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
I'm back.
He's back.
Oh, nice.
I got a magnolia fragrance because I was inspired by what Brian said.
What is it?
There's
Pardon.
Pardon.
Yeah. Okay. It's always funny to me
it's in
because
there,
we
but not
lived
that
near
much.
a street called Magnolia, but we had gardenia flowers Whenever someone brings up magnolia, that's what I think of.
I wish I could wear this more. Oh, it's so good.
But it's outlawed, isn't it?
Probably.
I mean, Oster, I think, is really beautiful. I think I love that because of the geranium.
Yeah. Geranium isn't that like the traditional one to have in a fougere?
Yeah, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's geranium.
Lavender.
I think the fougere one, isn't it? Specifically, it's lavender, geranium.
Yeah.
And then
Oak moss, maybe?
I know that's the Chypre one is oak moss. It's possible that it might be in the original fougere formulation. You just have to, I guess, look up Fougere Royale.
Yeah, exactly. Who we got? I do have a decan of that from Osmace, though. That one smells classic.
Yeah.
I know, obviously, it's a recreation. It's like from 2010 or something, but that smells like, if you smelled any of the Knott and Wilson stuff and you like that, you'll like Fougere Royale. I almost said Nobile.
They have it's funny because there is a Fougere Nobile.
Brian was wearing it, I think,
Yeah.
either last week or the week before.
Yeah, I almost went with that one, but I went with Aqua Nobile instead, which the last time I wore it, the aqua part finally clicked for me. Because initially I was like, this just smells like a cardamom fragrance. And then the most recent wear, I went, okay, now I get it. You're not in the water, you're near it. Did we want to jump into the topic at hand?
Yeah.
Great idea.
Did anyone do Cistus labdanum as their floral?
No.
We had about it. I thought about being a smart ass.
Discussion about what constitutes a flower.
Yeah, because
lavender is technically lavender is a flower, but the conversation that we had was from a semantic point of view. I believe that the way in which I believe it was Mitch suggested this one, Fragrance Time, suggested this topic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And I believe the intention was, if you say floral, lavender is an aromatic in the context of perfumery as opposed to a floral note explicitly. So we decided.
And that's why I don't have Burberry Goddess on my list.
Yeah, because she was like, like Burberry Goddess. And I was like, no, sorry, that's not happening. Well, that's not a floral fragrance.
Vanilla, right? There's some people that can try to argue vanilla
pod
with the flower.
Yes.
There's a few types of vanilla in it. I guess some of them are floral, but
I think that's the concept, the name, why they named this King of Flowers.
I almost wore that today, dude.
Because it's supposed to be about vanilla, and they think that the vanilla pod, that's the king of all flowers, But
oh, how cool!
I was this close to wearing that today, and then I was like, I can't. It is really good, though.
It is really good. It's better, like, if you have a chance to smell what is it? Absolute Aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
Absolute Aphrodisiac. Yeah. Definitely smell that, and then think of a better version of that. And that's what that is. That's what King of Flowers is.
Fresh shellac on a coffee table.
That's more what I get with Danae, to be honest with you, as opposed to Oster. Oster was just so densely floral in a really wonderful way. That's the one thing I will say is that Electimus, for me as a brand, everything that I've tried from that brand is potent. Like, they're not messing around with what they're putting in those bottles. I will say, other than Imperium, I found to be a little bit actually kind of lacking, but like Oster, Absolute, Aquila is insanely dense. Like, there's a bunch of stuff from that brand that's really crazy. But yeah, and then with the topic, initially I was like, okay, I'm going to try to feature fragrances that are very much about the flower itself, the floral note itself, as opposed to it being a sort
Part
of
of
like
it.
building block. And then what I slowly started to realize is that that's not really a thing in my collection beyond rose fragrances, where
Mhm.
like I'll just start off with one that I if I may. This is a floral fragrance because it has orange blossom in it. But let's be real, that's not the central idea of Liquide Gold. But
That was another one I considered to wear today. That's insane.
this this fragrance, it is a orange blossom fragrance as I'm sitting here getting it. But then it's saffron is the big
It's
part
like a
of this.
sweet suede fragrance to
Sweet,
me.
saffronic,
Yeah.
orange blossom. I love this stuff. Like this thing is giving me pause on something like a Reflection Man. It doesn't smell like Reflection Man, but it occupies a similar vein for me, where
Mhm.
it's a warming kind of dense white floral with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of nuance. But yeah, this is I picked as the example of a my favorite orange blossom fragrance presently. So
I like when you wear that one.
yes, and I even sprayed it before we sat down because I had taken a shower and I was like, I want to smell this. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a really good one. I imagine
Yep.
that one with like a suede jacket.
So
Like
this
fall
one, funny
time.
story. I was wearing it and I had lunch duty, and I was outside, and this was a few weeks ago. Um, and I was standing there, and I was talking with a group of my students, a couple of them, and one that wasn't my student, and she was kind of just like sniffing the air, and we
Mhm.
were talking about fragrance. That was kind of the thing, and she's like, what fragrance are you wearing right now?" And it was this,
Oh yeah, that kid.
and I was like, and she was like, "Where can I get that?" And I said, I'm like, I'll get you some, okay? Don't, because this bottle, like this brand, they're incredible
Yeah.
value on discounters, but at retail, I think they're like $270 or something, which is
That's
A bit
correct.
much.
a
Yeah.
bit much. And this one technically retails a bit higher even at the discounters because it's one of their
Better
one of
sellers.
two. They were like the reason why this one's called Liquide, and then there's another one also called Liquide in a silver bottle, which is a different scent.
Yeah.
Is these were like anniversary or like commemorative releases, so I think that's why it costs a bit more as well. But but so I ended up having to get this kid that a decan of it because she was just like, I really got to try that, you know. So, and I think Austin really gravitates towards it as well, and then and I think Brian also really liked Liquide Gold.
It's
so.
just one of those vibe fragrances. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like it's
Yeah.
in the same way that Rosana Mateo is number 5 is just a vibe. It's they're not the same, but like I would if I wanted to achieve the same. This is gonna sound stupid, like the same aura.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's
you're
not
using the term
cold out.
aura in the correct way.
Yeah, if I wanted to achieve that similar sort of like presence aura, and it's not super cold out or nighttime, I might wear that because I think that it's fresh enough that you could get away with it in the day, so long as it's not what I'm dealing with right now, weather-wise.
Yeah, the first time I wore it consistently was in the winter of last year, or I guess it would be 2 years ago now at this point, like 2024, 2025. That's when I got the sample of it initially and was like, wore it in the winter.
You had it on your wish list for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's my first one, Orange Blossom, Liquide.
Nice.
But you, Saga? What's your
My first one that I will go with, it's one that was already brought up by one of our co-hosts.
Delina exclusive.
There you go.
Delina exclusive.
I'm gonna spray it on a strip. FOMO.
I I would categorize it personally as more of like a fruity floral than straight up floral, but I think it's an iconic rose fragrance. It's popular for a reason. But what I love especially about Delina Exclusive as opposed to the original Delina is like the fluffy, soft base. It has this cashmere woody base to it with vanilla. Not as tart as Delina. Like Delina has some rhubarb in it, but it just feels luxurious to me.
It's funny.
I get a lot of vanilla out of this.
I
Me
actually
too.
find that the exclusive is less like unisex.
I agree. I
yeah,
think
agreed.
original Delina is very unisex.
Yeah, and you can
Totally.
easily get away with wearing Delina, but you would have a hard time. A guy would have a hard time getting away with exclusive. Except
I
for,
love
I
when
know that
Sean
there's a
wears
lot
it.
of men that love
Yeah.
it though in the same
Yeah.
breath, right?
I have worn it before in public.
When did you wear
This
it? Was it
week,
one of
right?
my birthdays or something?
It was Beach Week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Man, I love it when he wears this one.
I mean, one of my other picks is insanely feminine to the extent that I have beef with a Fragrantica writer now because of their review of it. But
You know, I'm looking at this note breakdown, and on the strip anyway, I get more pear than I do lychee.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think that this is that far removed from like a JPG elixir kind of style. Just with more fruit.
Yeah.
The creamy vanilla nature of it
I
is.
just love the texture of it.
I do not think it's that far removed where it's like if you're gonna wear JPG elixir in the winter, you as a guy you could totally wear this in the winter
But
without.
this I
Well,
can
the
wear
same
in the
person.
summer.
Same perfumer. So
Mhm.
Yeah, that's maybe
Weird.
Interesting.
Same
This
perfumer.
smells like
Interesting.
this is sweet in the sense of like if this is another stupid comparison maybe, but like if you're making your own like cream cheese frosting, like it's full and it's dense, but like you're adding sugar to it and it's
yeah.
it's creamy. I don't know. Maybe the food
It's a
analogies
damn
aren't
good
my
one.
forte. I should leave it to the chef, but
That's
what I
totally
get.
what
Like
you're
I,
saying.
spatula,
No, I like
like
these kind of descriptions
it
because it's
together.
examples from your real life, using our own lives as a frame of reference is perfect.
If you had like a pear cream cheese whipped frosting, that's kind of what I'm getting
Hell
with
yeah.
a little dash of rose.
This is okay. Here's something really silly. So I have a Pinterest board. Yeah, he does wear Delina. I have a Pinterest board for like certain fragrances that like I really identify with, and this is one of them. And so I have a Delina exclusive like images that remind me of it, and sometimes I'll see a beautiful cake, like a beautiful cake with roses and other fruits on it, and I'll put that on the Delina board.
I do like that one. But I love this one. Mm-hmm.
Who's next?
I think it's me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, why not? Tuberose.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Sacred Flame is one of my favorite smells in my collection, although it doesn't get as much wearing as, I would like to for as much as I love the profile. This, I don't know. I associate it with wearing it to, we went to this fancy, I think it was like a Polish restaurant, which maybe doesn't sound right together, but it was a fancy Polish restaurant, darn it. And we got this really good food, and I associate it wearing there. And the waitress, I think I wore like 3 sprays of this from the Argos atomizer. She's like, someone smells really good over here. And Rana's like, it's him, whatever. But this is like, I'm going off of memory. Like tangerine, clove, tuberose, vanilla, and it is Sorry. This color of this juice
Yeah.
is accurate. Like it is very, very orange. It's looking more red here, but it is a wall of orange in the sense of the color. But the way the tuberose in this one works with that vanilla in the oh my god, it is strong. This to me, I feel like this to me is what like Adonis Awakens and Birth of Venus are to you for Argos Florals. I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it more than just like the way that tuberose melds with that vanilla and the spice and that tangerine note.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so creamy too. I feel like it's probably the same oil that they use in Vulcan's Revenge, but I feel like I want to smell that one. I wish I had it right next to me. They achieve a much different fragrance profile, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Like this is way more vanillic.
100%.
That one is definitely more floral. So like if I had that one, I don't know if that's on your list, Sean. Sorry if it is.
It's not. Thought about it. Didn't go with it.
But I think that it's pronounced enough that I would call this, I would put like the tuberose as maybe the second accord in this, to be honest. Like I'd put maybe, what would I do? Like sweet tuberose, spicy vanilla, or I don't know. It's so good. If you haven't tried it already, try it. This is worth sampling. I think this is the last Argos that like for me, I felt very passionate about. It was like, fuck yeah, that house is awesome. All of the other ones have been really good. It's just nothing has lit the fire, no pun intended, like this one has, which has been almost a couple of years ago now.
No, I agree with you. I think that Adonis Awakens and Danae are like
Danae is
far and away my favorites.
Danae is rivaling Reflection for favorite fragrance, I think.
Yeah, and then I really like Vulcan's Revenge, but I wear it less frequently than those other ones. But that's also the nature of that fragrance, because that fragrance, like I will say, this one is...
It's so good.
It's delightful. This one, you're not going to get like any weird looks at a Christmas party.
No, and that's the occasion kind of that I was going for too, is in the late fall, early winter.
Where Vulcan's Revenge, I know for a fact I could get some looks because there is a
little bit of
animalic nature to the tuberose. There is that.
Not a barnyard. It's not a barnyard.
No, but it's got a tang and a funk to it. Like
it's got that
100%. And I like that, but not everybody does.
Yeah.
This is the only other Argos that's on my wish list now that I have the one that I wanted.
I don't necessarily agree with cinnamon being so high on this.
I do on my skin.
For me, I get peach, clove. That's really the first two things. And this is, I smell peach and clove.
I get clove.
I mean,
black pepper.
Opening.
Yeah.
Super spicy.
I get a lot of black pepper in the opening.
I get this top stuff for like 6-8 hours almost. And then only after like hour 8 do I start getting the bottom stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like this stuff.
I feel like I'm already getting. Scroll down. There's Might Source Sandalwood in here, surely, right?
Of course.
No.
Of course.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I get the black. I get like the peach clove thing with the black pepper, but I almost immediately get like the cashmere wood and sandalwood too. But that's just kind of the backbone of Argos anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you
Brian
get
said it was a date fragrance for him, a first date
most
fragrance.
successul first date fragrance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think the next Argos that I want to get is actually Fall of Phaeton. I really like Fall of Phaeton.
I think I have like 20 ml of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to have smelled this one again.
That one is also really good. I think similar weather. I think that one is easier to understand than
Yes.
perhaps Sacred Flame.
Yeah. This one, like, you get a lot of what Danae is in this one, just with another added layer of.
There's oud in that though, and I definitely get like the oud tang in that one compared
Are
to
you talking
Danae.
about for Fall of Phaeton?
Well,
Yes.
Fall of Phaeton to me is Danae with leather and vanilla.
The leather is accurate for sure.
Yeah.
Because
That's what
I
I
kind
kinda
of
get
akin
from
that
it.
to like Argos's version of like Intense to Drop to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think that's a fair comparison. That kind of idea, yeah. Yeah.
Not a floral fragrance.
No.
Love Triumphs Over War, I have not smelled that.
We've tried it.
We liked it. It wasn't Love Triumphs Over War was one that it's cool in the sense that it kind of starts out as a bright white floral vanilla and then kind of gets a little bit darker. Like I'm still waiting for that to happen as one of his like ideas where it is that radical kind of change of like, you know, because that's kind of what Vulcan's Revenge was also supposed to represent, where it's like a fairly radical change of like goddess of love into revenge from Vulcan, who's this, you know, smith and darkness and stuff. And I never really get super dark. And I don't know if it's just because I spray on my shirt, so the sillage that I will get from my shirt will always have that kind of like floral top note sitting around.
Maybe.
That's always the thing when people are like, oh, I just lose the top quickly. And I go like, I never really lose the top if it's a floral top because of that. So
It's pretty. I'm glad to have revisited it, but I was never crazy about this one, Love Triumphs Over War. I just
I
wasn't
haven't
wowed by it like some of the other Argos.
Palace of Athene, I think, is another floral one. I haven't smelled that either.
I smelled
this
that
looks
one.
really
It
good
was-
actually on you.
that was
Although it has
another
a
one
little
for
bit
me. It was like
of thinner,
both
blacker.
Triumph of War and Palace of Athene. I think before La Primavera were like at the bottom of the house for me.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
they
I
were
forgot about
bad. They weren't bad for me. They just weren't something I would ever think about wearing.
It was just a fever dream, right?
Palace Athene to me is a worse version of parts of Adonis Awakens and Birth of Venus.
Okay.
Is what that one comes off to me as. It was like if those three were collectively a flanker set or something. Adonis is the parfum. The EDP is like Venus, and then like an EDT kind of thing would have been like, because that's the thing is Palace Athene is I think supposed to be a little bit more summer kind of fresh, but in that same sort of like rose raspberry kind of vein. But yeah. All right.
Florals.
I guess moving on to mine.
Yes.
Well, it was Austin's scent of the day, so I'll talk about mine. Mint rose.
Sucker.
Yeah, there's something special about this one. It's just the way he like makes his fragrances gives it such a unique touch that I've never smelled a fragrance that like did this exact thing before, where it's so dense yet so kind of like airy at the same time. Of mint and rose, but also soapy. Like it is like Austin said, it is very soapy and airy. For something that you would think that would be probably overpowering.
I found at first when I first sprayed it is very dense and almost overwhelming to the senses, but it does get airy. It is very much spearmint heavy in the beginning, with like a soapy facet, but then it becomes more airy as it dries, which I kind of enjoy.
Yeah,
But it was always with me too throughout the day, and I only did one spray on the back of my neck, and like as I did that, I caught wafts of it.
Yeah, and it's really a testament to the house and their oils, really, of how concentrated and powerful of tinctures he creates. It's kind of the reason why, like his house is a type of house that people were buying the oils from him. Let me pull it up here. And making their own fragrances, but we're also kind of asking him, well, don't you make your own stuff? And he was kind of, yeah, I do, but I just don't sell it or anything like that. And they were like, well, no, why don't you give us some? Let's try it. And people tried it and were like, no, we need this. We need to sell this.
That's pretty cool.
So, and again, if you're interested, go check out his IG channel, his Instagram channel. You can watch him create some stuff, like the process in which he makes his tinctures. It's fascinating to kind of like watch that stuff. I think the last one I saw, he was breaking down tobacco leaves so he can make like a true tobacco tincture. So that should be interesting. But yeah, Jerry Lynn is the guy's name. Yeah, if you're interested.
Yeah.
No,
There's
it's the type of house
frankincense in here?
you want to support, right? Where it's a small business owner who's doing things because they have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's someone who originally was just doing this because he liked doing it, and he was creating fragrances just because he liked creating things, and then was like, oh, I guess I could sell it. I guess if you're interested in buying it here, you can buy it.
I literally I'm
Out
waiting on a
of here.
discovery set from a fragrance house that is a single dude based in Oklahoma City. And it's literally, that was his explanation on the site, is he was like, I'm just into scientific things. His whole line is like associated with like the elemental table. So everything is related to that. So it's like nitrogen and carbon and stuff like that. And then he's like, he's like, perfumery had this perfect like intersection of all the things that I like. It's an art form. It's scientific in nature. There's all these things. He's like, and I was making fragrances for myself, and then people basically bullied him into selling it.
Noble gases, the alkali earth metals.
Like the idea of carbon, the
Send
fragrance,
my medals.
the carbon fragrance that he has is literally like, he's like, I wanted to make a fragrance that is about the building block elementally of human nature and just animals and stuff like that. So it's like, he's like, it's civet, it's earthy, it's dark, it's tobacco, it's very different. But he's got I'm intrigued to get into it. I like the thing too is because the dude is doing everything himself. Like he's 3D printing his bottle caps.
There you go.
Yeah, and like not using AI on his website and taking his own photographs of, like, I was like, oh my god, please let this stuff smell good so that I can just talk about how much I love everything about this idea.
Love to support American businesses.
Yeah, Brian, I'll send you the link because he's in your neck of the woods. It's called it started popping up on my Instagram feed. He's got like 58 followers. So we'll see.
Who's just
Were
next?
they affordable as well?
The entire, they're like $60 for 30 mLs. They're in Nasamato bottles. It's the same bottle. Yeah. It's the I'm not gonna send it to the stream just yet, just because again, I placed the order. I haven't received the product yet, so I'm not gonna be like, yeah, everybody,
check this out.
Because if I never get the product, I don't want to be like, yeah. But
or
I'm
if you don't
hopeful.
or if it's all trash, kind of, and like, yeah.
If it smells like poor quality, interesting.
I'm not interested in trash brands. I had one of those where I just
still like giving the opportunity to support a small American brand.
I'm still gonna record a video, and if it's just like, if they are just all like, and again, it's that thing. You can make reviews where you go like, "Hey, this isn't for me, but this is of quality, and someone else can enjoy this." I have no problem putting that out. If I smell everything and I'm like, "This stuff is all really bad," like just headache-inducing and not good at all, I'm not going to put out that video. I'm not going to kill some guy
Agreed.
over that. But if it's something where I can be like, "Hey, I liked a few things," but like there's good value. His discovery set, it's like I think it's like 6 fragrances, and I paid $50 for 5 ml
Okay,
samples.
you get a decent amount. So
Yeah, so basically
Yeah.
like a bottle, 30
Yeah.
ml. Yeah. So, and we'll see. But
oh, okay. So what are your next floral fragrances?
Yay! I love when he wears that one.
I just was looking at that decant too.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
the egg.
this fragrance called Delat recently was featured as a Fragrantica review that was written, like featured on their front page website. Where, again, I'm all for people expressing their thoughts regarding a fragrance.
Unless you disagree with them.
No, not at all.
Unless it doesn't align with your thoughts.
No, not at all. The person that made the review, what I didn't like about the review personally is that the review talks about how it felt like they used a bunch of buzzwords where they're mad at the idea of like clean girl fragrances being the norm. So they talked about how they love this fragrance because it gives them a Y2K girl vibe. Which my response to that is, what the fuck does that even mean? Nothing about this reminds me of the 2000s, being alive during that time period. They also didn't bother to go into anything regarding like what Delat is as a city, anything about the brand, anything about the intention that the artist put into creating the product. Instead, they just said, it reminds me of a Y2K girly. And then they compared it to like 6 other fragrances. I don't like that.
It's so pretty. I love this one. It's like cheerful. That's what I think of when I smell it.
This fragrance to me is
That's
you are
good.
walking. I think it is one of the most evocative ideas of walking in a field or garden of flowers.
Mhm.
Multitude of different ones, but rose being the predominance. There's a juiciness to it because there's like a wine accord that they talk about in it. I don't get wine explicitly, nor is it red to me. But there is a juiciness there,
Like fruits or something, like
almost in that respect. I think when I made my review of it a month ago,
did that put IFF as a perfumer?
Huh?
Did that have IFF as a perfumer?
Yeah, they work with a few different IFF people.
I'm sorry, that caught me way off guard.
Yeah, they work with IFF. But there is a singular perfumer on everything. It's beautiful. I compared it to this idea of walking amongst this sort of almost magical kind of forest / garden field kind of thing, with this sort of beautiful different sets of like gardenia and different kinds of white florals. I don't get like a jasmine explicitly, but it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance that has this sort of evolution. It's different than a lot of other roses that I own and have smelled. Quite different. But if you want to boil it down to, it's a sweet Y2K girly fragrance.
It does not remind. I'll say, okay, my mother was a Y2K girly who was wearing a lot of fragrances back in those days, and it does not remind me of what she was wearing back then. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. They spend the better part of the article talking about that, and it gets to a point where that makes your explanation evocative for such a small group of people. And again, as someone who was alive during that time period, this smells way too natural and
Yeah.
like out amongst the world, and it does not smell like the 90s. The 90s do not smell natural. The 90s
Like
smell
Downtown Deja Vu probably smells more like Y2K girly, right?
well, yeah. I mean,
More evocative of that kind of a vibe, I would say. Like
Yeah.
At
the
least that's
atmosphere.
trying to
at
go
least.
for Orange Julius and the mall and
yes,
Yeah.
yes. That
I think of like fruity patchoulis as that time period for women.
would be
like,
Angel.
Like sweet patchouli, like a bit of floral.
Yeah, Y2K girly to me is literally Angel, the fragrance.
Or like the Britney Spears fragrances.
Yeah, which
Mhm.
like Y2K girly, they smell like candy. That's what it
Like
is. It
body
smells like
mist.
Pez. It smells like
That's
sweet
what I
tarts.
was saying. Pez
Yeah.
was what I was thinking.
Yeah,
You prefer it over Exit the King. Yeah, they're both really pretty rose ones.
I almost put Exit the King, but to me, Exit the King is not much of a floral as it is a aldehyde soap oak moss fragrance. I do
Blaine
love
Japanese
Exit the King,
whiskey
though.
is really good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, I love that
It's just-
one.
Only in one size, and it's like $500. So
Yeah.
besides that,
And
it's
I may
great.
be, and you're probably correct that I have to acknowledge my own bias that not making a reference to the artist who created it, the design, the city that it's from. Those are things that to me are important when you're talking about something that's been made.
But that doesn't help for search engine optimization, my dear.
You're right. I am
Yeah.
a Y2K girly because I like wearing Delat.
Well, I'm gonna guess that person doesn't know that that's a city in Vietnam, and this
I
is
disagree.
like a
They seem actually.
Really?
I believe they're from Australia and they have a master's, so they
Okay.
should.
Doesn't mean they're cultured and well traveled.
I'm also not going to make the jump to say that they aren't, though. Their history and context should point towards the idea that they are aware of Dalat as a city and Vietnam and things of that nature.
I mean, they
And I
rather
hope that
be
if you write
close.
for a publication that you like research.
Is there a term that fits that? It's like someone that's smart, but they're downplaying it and like seeming dumber. Is that code switching, or is that only for language?
My grandmother does that.
It's like you're smart, but you're acting dumb. Like you're just like, oh, I'm just a girl.
Yeah,
there a term for
I
that?
learned that from my grandmother.
It's willful ignorance.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say that. It's something else. It's like it's almost like masking. Masking isn't quite the word,
Right.
but
Is
know what
code
you mean.
switching also applicable
Not
there?
really.
Like
That's just
that's
to
like
do
more
more
like spoken
cultural.
language, right? Yeah.
Yes.
that has to do with choosing specific language in different
Right.
situations you find yourself in.
Well, it has evolved in more sense that
I
the
was thinking
idea-
in the sense of like Kubano is like, okay, what up, G? Like, all right, this smells like Y2K girly.
there
like
is
that
an
sort of thing.
aspect. There is an aspect within code switching now that we have more from a sociological standpoint of like perceived ideas about certain groups of people and their intellectual capabilities, and the concept of it being code switching. It's like African American communities. Why do you code switch to appear to make people that are not like you either more comfortable or to make it seem like you are more intelligent, even though that's not a requirement in regards to how you demonstrate your intelligence, but that's the perception. So there is more of that in the sociological sense. But yeah, the idea of like resorting to something like Y2K girly thing is that kind of a throwaway that someone's just using, perhaps, or perhaps they actually feel that way, that's the thing. Does it read a little bit silly to me?
Maybe their comparison, I don't know, I'm grasping at straws a little bit here. Maybe their comparison for perfume is how they would style that scent. And it's like,
or
okay,
thinking back on their
do
own
like
life.
the whole like Y2K fashion thing.
I think they basically
Maybe.
used it as a way to just bash the idea of like clean girl aesthetics, but then at the same time, in essence, what
I
they did
feel
was
old and I'm not with the times anymore, and I'm
We need to see
resisting
this
it.
review. I mean, we need to get some.
Yeah, we got some serious salt over here.
I'm not even that salty about it. I'm more along the. I mean, I'm not the one talking about someone being out of touch that I don't know, but you're the one who seems salty about it. But I was just
I
saying
don't
that
care for an internet
the-
stranger that I will not interact with.
the perception that I had of it was, as a review, I think it left out a lot of things that I would have preferred, where it came off as a review where it's like, it has a berry like opening, and then in the mid it's this, and this is nicer than clean girl sense. And it's like, okay, you know, but
Different strokes, as they say, I guess.
yes.
I'm going to guess that's Japan.
Yeah. That, well,
Or
what about
Oceania.
your other?
Yeah, we got a few minutes. We got to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do both of mine. I'll do lightning round.
Okay.
So these are two beautiful floral fragrances in my collection. First one is one of the alien flankers.
Extra dose?
Yeah, extra intense.
Ah,
It's freaking awesome. It's like one of my special occasion fragrances. I last wore it to Sean's brother's wedding. Very different than the original Alien. It's got jasmine and tuberose. Those are the two main florals in this one. And then it has this like fluffy vanilla woody base to it. So the combination of like the thick creamy tuberose and the vanilla that they added, it really, like, this one, I don't know, it's just so dense and beautiful, but so different to Alien. That's all I have to say about that.
And your
life
second
is like
one,
a
your third
box
one?
of chocolates.
Good old Chanel.
Gabrielle Essence. I can't remember quite like which flowers are in this. It's probably like tuberose, jasmine, rose. I can't remember what all else is in it, but it's just this lovely, like slightly sweet, but like naturally sweet, like you're smelling a flower. A little bit soapy, but not too soapy. Oh, Lang Lang too, and Orange Blossom.
Yep. And
This one is just so
whatever
lovely.
more
Sounds
white
great.
flowers.
Out of all the versions of Gabrielle that they have, because they have a few different flankers, they even have a parfum, and I like this even more than the parfum. Smells very professional to me, which is another reason why I got it.
And Austin, what about?
I will do both of mine quickly, and then I have to leave, so I apologize for that.
Okie dokie.
You know, you hear about these fancy faux leather decants from Max Aroma. Well, I got some a couple of years ago before I was told about them. This is Luna from Aaron Terrence Hughes.
Oh,
It's a rose oud. It's a really good rose oud. It smells. How do I keep this PG? It's a rose oud patchouli, and it smells like a sexy date night. I don't know. It's a good one. Rose oud, but different than like Santal Royale. That has way more of like a oud funk. I almost picked that one, but I decided to give Aaron a little bit of airtime. I think that I still prefer oud more than that, but I think that the rose in Luna is more predominant than it is in whatever version of oud that I like, which I don't know the year, so I will likely never find it. But that's a whole different conversation. It's a rose oud patchouli, really good. I don't know what kind of rose it is. I can tell you, I sprayed it on my hand. I get like a black leather from this. The oud in here is more like, you know, the J-Scent black leather. It's not quite that bad. bad as in closeness to black leather couch sort of leather. Um, it has the vanilla, as you see, is bigger. It has his kind of like clean skin accord that he does in fragrances like Daddy, which is probably his best fragrance to me. Anyway, it's just very good. You will likely never find it because he does that whole thing where he releases it and you can't find it and creates his own FOMO, but it's a good fragrance. I'm happy to have however much I have in here. Can't tell, doesn't pop out, but it's a good one. John C's probably smelled it. I don't know if anyone else really has, but that would be my guess. It's solid. It smells like ATH. I wish ATH would do more of that as opposed to like the hard candy elixir stuff, but that's just me. And the last one, Neil, you want to get yours out too, since you were going to snipe it from me? Neil says, I get to work and I see this message of like, hey, by the way, for the video today, I'm going to do Reflection Man. And I'm like, dude,
what the heck?
Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's my favorite fragrance. I'm going to wear this tomorrow because I haven't worn it in months, I don't think. Which is crazy. I think that's probably the longest that it's been without me wearing this. I don't know. What's to say that I haven't already said? It's my favorite fragrance. It's jasmine. It's, petitgrain, rolly, sandalwood, iris, I think, is in here too. But it's greater than the sum of its parts. It's just in the same way that Jubilation 25 is like a masterpiece. This is also a masterpiece.
Sure.
You look at the note breakdown, and I don't think that gives you. If you were just looking at that from, hey, knowing what this smells like, I don't think that paints the right picture, to be honest with you. It's just so smoothed out. Like everything is blended together so seamlessly that it's not like, oh, jasmine and early top notes that go into, a more bright green rosemary thing that dries into a creamy orris thing. It's not quite that at all. I don't know. I got to spray it. It's just Reflection, man. I don't know. I get this as one seamless thing.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
It's way different if you smell fragrances that it's like, hey, they have a very distinct top, middle, base sort of thing, or at least a distinct top note that go into a fairly linear thing. This is always changing on my skin.
But
in the same sense, it's
petitgrainish.
Yeah.
Top, but it's not green per se. That's the ylang-ylang too that will give you that kind of grassy kind of ness that
it's Gestalt perfumery.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is who perfumed this? I should know. This is Lucas Swizak.
Yep.
All right. Shout out him. Very good. I believe he made a Jasada fragrance too, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think he made Titanium. Anyway, that's my favorite fragrance. Danae is rivaling it, but it's still from the utility perspective and the quality of ingredients and wearability for me, like
that's one thing about this. It's like here's a floral fragrance that you can wear anytime.
Yeah.
Like sometimes some florals, you have to be kind of cautious of when you pick to wear them. This is definitely something that you never have to worry about. Like
it's just so elegant too.
Yeah,
it's not shouty. It's understated.
It also doesn't become too fancy that you can't wear this with a t-shirt.
No, but I do think that you probably, I don't know, the whole Shawnee talked about it at one point of like the whole smell like old money thing. I used to say that, but I get what you're saying of like, I don't know. Is that really a good comparison? To me, this is like understated elegance sort of thing. In the same way that like Burlington 1819, I think accomplishes a similar thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that vibe. I mean, you want to smell luxurious and distinctive without having something scream off your skin or having to be the loudest smelling person in the room. You wear something like Reflection Man.
Yeah.
And it's memorable without being, what got me in trouble a couple weeks ago, right?
Overpowering. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I got to jump. So sorry about that, but we'll
Bye.
see you later, okay? Feel
Good
free
to
to
talk
say
with you.
Yeah.
goodbye.
Bye. So for my last one, I really sat here and I thought about a few things because, like, when you think about floral type fragrances, one thing that crossed my mind, because I just like the way it smells, and they say it's iris, but is it really iris? I mean, not really, right? Because it's a fake waxy concoction of what iris is supposed to smell like. I do really like it though. This is like an honorable mention more than anything else. But I think for as far as real floral fragrance goes, I gotta go with Mephisto. So
I'm surprised we didn't also get the iris fragrance from Audio Lab. But yeah,
because for that, as much as that is iris, it's the overall vibe of that fragrance that makes me not think of florals immediately.
Right.
That is so dense, rich, sweet. It's so many facets that I don't really think of the florals themselves. But when I wear something like Mephisto, it really shines the floral aspect of this fragrance. I'll bring up the notes for that one. For anybody who has not smelled or has never seen Mephisto before, I don't know where you've been sleeping, but
I'm waiting for that one to come back on the hype train a little bit. It was around like a year ago. Everyone was putting it in different lists, but seeing it's kind of cooled off. People have kind of cooled off on Xerjoff in general, it seems.
Yeah, I think what happens is when you have so many fragrances, like Xerjoff has, it kind of muddies the water in your kind of like how I want to say it. It just kind of makes things just too confusing to people. Being 100, they have 190 fragrances now. If you want to,
they're also pretty egregious for like making a lot of fragrances that have a lot of overlap. Like there's like 3 different kinds of Herba Pura. There's Mephisto. There's Mephisto Gentle Uomo. There's every single Torino fragrance that people don't necessarily understand. It's commemorating the tennis event every year. But yeah, there's definitely some things there where you're like, yeah, I can understand that.
So, I mean, you really should smell this, Brian. You should smell this
Brian.
Or the Gentle Uomo version. If you like if you like violet more, you should check out the Gentle Uomo version because it definitely is more violet forward than this is. But it's very fresh and very clean too. It's a good summer wear, Gentle Uomo. Well, this is more of a spring type fragrance than Gentle Uomo is.
Brian, Mephisto is a better version of Silver Mountain Water.
Yes, if you ever think about it, like in the terms, if you've ever smelled Silver Mountain Water, you've smelled a lesser Mephisto.
Yeah. Especially if you like rose, I think the rose is much more prominent in Mephisto than Silver
Yeah.
Mountain Water kind of thing.
And
And there's less of a metallic nature.
It adds, and the rose does add a depth to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure. But those are mine. I mean, I thought about other things. Like I thought about like even putting in Fahrenheit almost to a degree, but
Mm-hmm.
Fahrenheit is a little too much of the leather and stuff. The violet is a prominent note in it, but I think the switch. And if you think about it, though, saffron is a flower too, right?
Yes.
So if saffron is the kind of the main ingredient in which the leather kind of note is being created, it kind of does stay true to it, but I don't know, kind of muddies the water in the theme of the episode that we're doing.
Mm.
And if y'all in the chat have any like particular favorite florals, especially ones lately, let us know. I'd love to hear.
Yeah. I actually am kind of surprised that Austin didn't pick Rosendo Mateo #5, considering the fact it is, in my book, a very floral fragrance. I mean, this is a good one too, Kajal Lamar.
Lamar's a good one.
It's a pretty one.
I keep going
Yeah.
back and forth about getting a bottle of that one. I don't know. But I also have one more, actually.
Pineapple rose. I haven't heard of that.
Well,
That's
I mean, that's
Lamar.
Lamar.
Oh wow, I'm sorry.
You've smelled that.
That
That is what Lamar smells like.
that's what Lamar smells like.
Ah,
Oh! What's your extra one?
This isn't my extra one. I just talked so much.
Oh,
Because
okay.
mine was Delat and Lakeed were my two, and then this is my third is
Ah.
actually Eden Falls from M. McAuliffe. Neroli was
Okay.
the idea for this one. This fragrance for me, because I've experienced a few different things from the house. This Your Toxic, the extreme version, whatever it's called. I didn't like really either of those. I know people go like, "Oh, it's like Leighton." I go like, "No, it's not." I much prefer Leighton to both of those, but this one, super kind of musky, citrusy, vanilla, sort of dry down as well with it. Great summer fragrance. Has a bit of an evolution to it. There is this interesting thing where Eden Falls, I think, is a very perfect kind of name. I mean, the bottle itself, that's like the main thing for M. McAuliffe too, is these bottles are gorgeous.
yeah, cool bottle.
But it does have an aquatic nature to it, but it's like falls, like a actual fresh water kind of feeling that they, I think, are achieving with that sort of neroli, and it's really beautiful. I enjoy this one quite a bit. This was one that I got as kind of a little spring haul. If you don't like musk, though, you're not going to like it because it does get really musky, specifically in the dry down.
Mm.
So
Musk is like a very interesting kind of note, though, because it can take very different.
It's a clean musk, 100%. It is not an animalic musk. It's not a musk like seraphine musk. It's clean musk. It's like musk therapy kind of musk.
Gotcha.
So, but I really enjoy this one as kind of neroli being the sort of floral note to focus on for that one.
John pointed out
Top 3
Nasamato
musks.
necrotics.
Top 3 musk could be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because we can definitely explore the different aspects of them too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I
Sure.
even have 3 musk fragrance. Well,
She's like, isn't that one two musks so far? Musk forward fragrances.
yeah, I think there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's always the thing when you're talking about musk. Is it's funny because people will be like, "Oh yeah, this smells like musky," and it's like, can you define what you mean by that, please?
That's one of those words that I think some people just say when they don't really know what it means because it
Yeah.
sounds like they know what they're talking about.
And I get there's a textural aspect to musk that I think a lot of people are kind of pick up on. That's usually I think what people smell, where there's like a fuzziness to it, or a kind of like it would feel like an animal fur sort of idea. What is this one? Is that
This is
what
John C. Scent of the Day.
Ooh. Or something floral as well.
Just scroll down a little. What do we got?
White floral, fruity amber.
Ah, citron
Mm.
and fig.
That sounds pretty.
Ah, incense in the base. So strange. Is there a smoky nuance to this, John? John?
John with the incense. And look, it's got honeysuckle too. Oh, this might be Brian's jam too.
That sounds real pretty.
Got incense and honeysuckle. Yeah, Brian, you might want to check this one out too. What is this? Okay. Calamus.
Ah, yes.
Interesting. I don't think I've smelled this brand at all. Maybe, John, this wasn't at Stell, was it at any point in time?
I've never heard of this brand before.
It's not smoky at all, is what he's saying.
Wow.
That he forgot it had incense in it.
This was a fun topic, very, very versatile since there's so many flowers in perfumery.
Yeah, it's being the fundamental aspect of what perfumery kind of was.
That's true.
So it's nice to like explore all different types of aspects of it. But yeah, we got some stuff lined up for sure this month. Thinking about things like best thing we've smelled this year so far. There might be a little extra worst thing we smelled also in that in that episode too, as a little bonus. And then we've also thought about like just doing a straight up kind of like summer style. Like, hey, it's time. We should probably do that later in the month, maybe towards the end when summer actually fully hits. And then we also got like a possible World Cup type of idea floating around that we'll kick around a little more.
Yeah.
That's when Austin would probably be booing me.
I disagree. That's when you should be applauded.
Yeah.
Corpse flower. Oh my goodness.
Oh, for necrotic.
Oh no, that's what Blaine was saying.
That's what Blaine said. Corpse flower. Wow.
Yeah, the World Cup one I think could be cool. Like perfumery houses might be difficult. I don't know if fragrances. I almost want to say perfumers. I think we actually have the best shot if we did perfumers as the World Cup thing.
Yeah.
Just because I think there are more perfumers that come from different regions.
That's true.
Than like a house or a fragrance.
Yeah, and that's kind of why we were talking about waiting till it gets to the
like group of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't do like, hey, we're gonna do the knockout stages. All right. How many Azerbaijani fragrance perfumers are there? I don't even know if Azerbaijan made it this year, but
yeah, we have to kind of wait till the field thins out and we can like, all right, well, at least the kind of countries that might possibly have a perfumer come out of it, then we can base it out of that.
Yeah. The most difficult one is going to be France, like because we have to make a determination of who should represent
Who's
France.
the best French perfumer? There's so many.
Yeah,
Are we talking about classical French perfumery or
Yeah.
modern day perfumery or
And so many of them train there too.
But yeah, and it's kind of funny too because we could potentially each of us pick a perfumer from each of the regions too
we could.
to
Yeah,
highlight as well and say, oh, well, my French team, like, and we could kind of label it as like the French team if we want, or like the teams of perfumers.
That'd be
that's
kinda
almost
cute.
funny. Like, who's
It's like fantasy football.
who's
with
your
perfumers.
starting 11 for French perfumery?
Perfumer, yeah,
This is like a whole new level of nerdiness.
It's
yeah.
like, yes, I need to have Quentin Biche. He's my striker because
Yeah.
he's the young boy. You know,
We've reached a level I just never thought we would attain.
hey, I mean, Spain will be difficult if you think about it. Alberto Marias, Rosendo Mateo, he's Spanish, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Ramon Monregal, Spanish. Like, Italian perfumery is also going to be difficult. French, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we can do. It's definitely
Yes. We'll never run out of ideas to discuss topics.
That's for sure. Gold de perfume.
Yes. I mean, the World Cup one even could be like, we could take jerseys and like talk about like what scent one of the jerseys or kits, I should say, evokes. But there's a bunch of stuff you could do.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all up in the air right now. We'll iron things out and come to a conclusive decision
Yes.
in the next couple of
Yes.
weeks. But thank you everybody for coming on by and hanging out with
Yes,
us.
thank you.
If you get a chance, hit the like button. If you're still around, if you're just checking out the VOD, leave a comment about what some of your favorite floral fragrances that you enjoy, or maybe just floral notes if you've smelled a bunch of floral notes. I'm surprised we didn't have Openlicht here. He would have been great to kick
He's
some.
in Italy. He's at Excellence.
He's in Ensance, isn't he?
Yes, that started today.
Hell yeah.
So that's where he's at.
Lucky him.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're like, where has he been? Well,
Oh yeah.
He's way busy.
He's way busy. Well, maybe we'll get lots of content down there from him.
yes.
Totally.
Lots of moving hands.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us this evening. It was a fun discussion.
Yes, and we'll catch you later.